Hey, Bears fans, what a wild ride has been this season. And even though Sunday night did not end the way we hoped, there is still so much to unpack from that epic game. The Chicago Bears came up just short in a clash that had everyone on the edge of their seats. But the resilience and talent on this team continue to shine through. One of the biggest concerns after the game was the health of Luther Burden III, who left the field and had everyone holding their breath. The early reports are reassuring, though. It looks like the injury is not serious, more of a precautionary situation rather than a season-ending event. The word is that he suffered a quad or thigh contusion, which is painful, no doubt, but not something that should keep him sidelined for the long term. Rest in Week 18 might be on the table, but the good news is that Luther is expected to return strong, and that is huge because he has been absolutely taking off this season. Watching him evolve into a dominant playmaker has been one of the highlights of this year. The way he moves in space, the way he makes defenders miss, it is mesmerizing. You get him one-on-one with a defender, and it feels like there is no way to stop him. On Sunday night, he proved it again, catching 8 passes for 138 yards and a touchdown on 9 targets, with the only incompletion being a drop in the final drive. But even that moment could not overshadow how critical he has become for this offense. Every time he touches the ball, you feel like something big could happen. He is fast, elusive, and has that instinct to make the play when it counts the most. That kind of talent emerging in the rookie class is exactly what Bears fans have been hoping to see, and Luther Burden is delivering in spectacular fashion. The game itself was a showcase of what this team is capable of when it clicks. Even in a tough loss, the Bears have shown that they can compete with the best. That offensive core is coming together beautifully, especially when you consider the depth of talent at the wide receiver position. DJ Moore is a key component when healthy, and his ability to stretch the field keeps defenses honest. Then you have THUNEY, whose season has been hampered by injury, but who still makes a huge impact whenever he is on the field. Carlson Loveland has also been phenomenal, stepping up in critical moments and showing the kind of versatility and toughness that makes him a cornerstone for the future. The way these young players are stepping up alongside the quarterback shows a lot about the culture that is being built here in Chicago. The Bears have been dealing with injuries and adversity all season, yet players like Luther, Carlson, and Rome are thriving, showing resilience, determination, and a commitment to winning. They are not just future stars, they are already the present, making big plays in crucial moments. Watching them on Sunday night, especially in primetime on a big stage like Santa Clara, you could see how much confidence they have gained. They are playing without fear, and their chemistry with the quarterback is growing every week. That connection has been key to the team's ability to stay competitive and make big plays, even when the margin is slim. Speaking of the quarterback, Caleb Williams had a game that exemplifies growth, confidence, and poise under pressure. He faced a defense that needed to be scored upon consistently, and he delivered in every way possible. Over 330 yards passing, big plays, and clutch throws under pressure showed that he is not just capable of leading this team. He is capable of elevating everyone around him. His pocket presence, his ability to extend plays, and his sense of timing are developing week after week. Even on the final drive, when the Bears came up just short, he maintained that calm demeanor, showing a soft smile and a quiet confidence that speaks volumes about his leadership and mindset. Watching him handle these moments, especially in a shootout with a major contender, reassures fans that the Bears have a quarterback who can compete at the highest level. The numbers are impressive, but it is the intangible qualities, the way he manages the game, reads the defense, and puts his playmakers in positions to succeed, that make him so special. If he continues on this trajectory, Caleb has a real chance to hit some historic milestones for the franchise, including passing for 4,000 yards in a single season, something no Bears quarterback has ever achieved. That is not just a personal accomplishment. It would mark a milestone in the team's history and solidify this season as one of remarkable growth and achievement. The team's offensive weapons are not just emerging stars. They're becoming a well-rounded unit capable of executing in both the run and pass game. Even without every key player at full strength, the Bears showed versatility and creativity in their offensive approach. You see it in how Luther Burden takes the ball and makes defenders miss, in how DJ Morse stretches the field, and in how Coulson Loveland finds gaps and capitalizes on every opportunity. The offensive line has done its part to create space and protect the quarterback, giving the skill players a chance to shine. Then there is the depth in the backfield, which allows for balanced play calling and keeps defenses guessing. These are the elements of a team that is starting to come together at the right moment, building momentum as they head into the final weeks of the season. The synergy between the quarterback and his young weapons is palpable, and it shows in the highlight plays, the conversions on critical downs, and the overall energy on the field. It is not just about statistics. It is about execution, timing, and the ability to respond under pressure. On Sunday night, that combination was on full display, and while the final result was not a win, the performance itself gave Bears fans a lot of reasons to be optimistic. There are challenges, of course. Injuries are a reality, and the team has had to adapt with each setback. The loss of Noah Sue is particularly concerning, as it appears to be a torn Achilles, potentially ending his season. That is a tough blow for the defense, as he has been a key contributor and a presence on the field. Adjustments will need to be made, and players like DeMarco Jackson could see increased roles to fill the gap. Understanding rotations, managing player health, and making strategic decisions about starters will be critical as the team navigates the remaining games of the season. The coaching staff will need to balance resting key players with maintaining momentum, especially as the playoffs approach. Decisions on whether to play or rest starters, particularly in Week 18, could have a significant impact on seeding and matchups, and the team will have to carefully weigh all factors to maximize their chances in the postseason. At the same time, the offensive performance, especially from the young skill players, shows that the Bears have the talent to compete with any team. Even in a game where they faced a high-powered offense, they were able to respond and put points on the board consistently. That speaks to the maturity and growth of the quarterback, the playmakers, and the coaching staff's ability to adapt and make adjustments on the fly. The energy and confidence displayed by players like Luther Burden and Coulson Loveland are contagious and have a ripple effect throughout the team. It is exciting to see young players step into leadership roles, not only making plays, but also setting the tone for effort, focus, and resilience. These performances are shaping the identity of this Bears team as one that is confident, competitive, and capable of making deep playoff runs. Every big play, every clutch catch, every yard gained by the skill players is building momentum, experience, and belief. For fans, watching these moments unfold is both thrilling and encouraging, knowing that this is a team that is growing, learning, and becoming more dangerous with each week. The connection between Caleb Williams and his young weapons is only going to improve, and that kind of chemistry is invaluable as the playoffs approach. Even as injuries create challenges, the talent and determination on this roster give reasons for optimism, making it clear that the Bears are poised to make noise in the postseason. As we shift our focus to the rest of the roster, it is impossible not to notice how the Bears have been able to generate explosive plays even when facing adversity. The offensive line, while sometimes overshadowed by the flashier skill positions, has done an incredible job of keeping the quarterback clean and opening lanes for the running game. This has been particularly important given the amount of pressure the team has faced throughout the season due to injuries and rotation changes. The balance they maintain between protecting Caleb Williams and creating opportunities for the running backs is crucial, especially with the way the Bears are integrating their young wide receivers into the offensive scheme. Every week, it seems like these rookies are learning, adjusting, and finding ways to create separation or gain extra yards after the catch. That adaptability is a testament not only to their talent, but also to the coaching staff's ability to develop players quickly and put them in positions to succeed at the highest level. One of the most impressive things about this team has been its ability to remain competitive in high-pressure moments. Even in a game where they fell short, the Bears never allowed themselves to be outmatched mentally. The poise shown by Caleb Williams, coupled with the confidence of his young receivers, demonstrates a level of maturity that is rare for such a young core. It is clear that these players are not only talented physically, but also mentally prepared to handle the intensity of professional football at every stage. Watching them convert critical third downs, respond to defensive adjustments, and execute under pressure shows that they are not overwhelmed by the moment. They thrive in it. That is the hallmark of a team with championship potential, and it is incredibly encouraging for fans who have been patiently waiting to see this level of performance from the Bears. The depth of the roster is another factor that cannot be overlooked. While Luther Burden, Carlson Loveland, and Rome Dunne have been standout contributors, the supporting cast around them continues to provide important plays that keep drives alive and sustain offensive momentum. Players in the backfield, along with secondary targets and tight ends, are stepping up in meaningful ways, ensuring that defenses cannot focus on just one or two stars. The versatility this creates for the Bears is invaluable, as it allows for creative play calling and reduces predictability. It is the combination of star power and depth that give the offense the ability to execute on multiple levels and maintain consistency throughout games, even when facing elite opponents or unexpected challenges. This is what makes the team dangerous and why the Bears are a legitimate threat to contend deep into the postseason. On the defensive side, the Bears have faced their own set of challenges. The injury to Noah Sue, which appears to be a torn Achilles, is a tough blow, removing a key piece of the linebacking core and leaving questions about rotation and coverage responsibilities. Adjustments will need to be made to compensate for this loss, and the team will need to find ways to maintain pressure and control the line of scrimmage without him. The potential for increased roles for players like DeMarco Jackson could be crucial, particularly in low-leverage games like Week 18, where experimentation and preparation for the playoffs are priorities. Managing these transitions effectively will be critical, as the defensive performance in the final games will play a significant role in playoff seeding and matchups. The ability to adapt to injuries while still executing at a high level is a measure of the resilience and depth of the roster, and it will be fascinating to see how the coaching staff handles these challenges moving forward. Special teams have also had an impact, providing opportunities for field position advantages and critical stops. These moments, while often overlooked, contribute to the overall success of the team and allow the Bears to capitalize on offensive strengths. The combination of strong special teams, emerging offensive stars, and a quarterback capable of handling high-pressure situations creates a balanced approach that can sustain long drives and generate scoring opportunities against any opponent. Even when things do not go perfectly, the ability of the team to recover and maintain composure is a testament to their preparation and mindset. It is this balance across all phases of the game that gives the Bears a real chance to make a deep postseason run, regardless of the challenges that have arisen during the season. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on our Chicago Bears. And don't be shy. Drop your thoughts on the news in the comments below. What began as a calculated preseason gamble by General Manager Ryan Poles is now being whispered about around the league as a move that could define a crucial stretch for the Chicago Bears. The decision to bring Joe THUNEY into the conversation as a stabilizing force up front was never meant to dominate headlines, but circumstances have pushed it into the spotlight, and not in the way the Bears envisioned. Around league circles, there is growing speculation that Poles' belief in veteran reliability over long-term flexibility may be reaching a breaking point. THUNEY was viewed internally as a plug-and-play solution, a proven presence capable of elevating the offensive line's floor while younger pieces developed around him. In theory, it was a low-risk bet. Experience, leadership, and championship pedigree wrapped into one move designed to calm a volatile unit. But rumors now suggest that patience inside Halas Hall is thinning. Sources close to the situation hint that the Bears are quietly reassessing how much longer they can afford to lean on this approach. THUNEY's role was supposed to be clear and steady, yet the broader performance of the unit has kept questions alive about whether the investment truly aligns with the franchise's evolving timeline. For a team trying to balance immediate competitiveness with long-term growth, that tension is becoming harder to ignore. What makes this situation particularly delicate is what it says about Poles' broader vision. His tenure has been defined by discipline and selective aggression, and the THUNEY bet stood out as a moment where experience was prioritized over potential. If this experiment falters, critics will frame it as a misstep that slowed the rebuild's momentum. Supporters, however, argue that without such bets, young rosters rarely learn how to win consistently. For now, everything remains officially calm, but the league thrives on undercurrents, and this one feels significant. Whether THUNEY ultimately justifies the faith placed in him or becomes a symbol of a gamble gone wrong, the Bears appear to be approaching a crossroads. The next stretch may not decide careers outright, but it could reshape how Ryan Poles' strategy is judged from this point forward. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our Chicago Bears, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.